Welcome to this week's episode of Undisputed MMA. Hi guys, we're down here at Valhalla MMA in Alberton North with Coach Shane Carshow. Kate, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you for coming through.
So just give us a bit of background on your combat sport journey, kind of how you got into it and where it all started for you.
Oh man, I've been in combat sports since I was a kid. Got into coaching by accident. You know, one of the coaches I was with when I started the MMA journey would seldom come to the gym, so I was the next more advanced guy, and I kind of got into coaching that way. But yeah, I've been in combat sports almost all my life, doing things like on-off karate, kung fu, jeet kune do. You know, so that's kind of been my journey, or leading all the way up to MMA.
And competing, did you ever compete as well, or always just training?
I competed. You know, when we competed, we didn't have an amateur league and we didn't have a pro league. It was just kind of you put 4-ounce gloves on and you go and fight. You know, the only thing you needed was a mouthguard, a ball box, and 4-ounce gloves, and that was it. You know, and I fought 5 times. I won all 5 fights, but I got sucked into coaching because the coach I was under was skipping out on training, so I had to be there. You know, so that's kind of, you know, the guys that we trained with back then was like Wade Groth, Anita Silva was there. I can't remember some of the other guys. Quentin, Damien Quincy was there. So we had guys coming up, and some of the guys that are doing really well now, you know. Nolan Swanepoel was with us.
And how's the sport evolved from those back in those days when you were competing just pretty much anywhere and everywhere to now?
Yeah, no, look, it's way more technical now. You know, now the guys are watching weights. The guys are, you know, back then we had to do weight cuts, but it wasn't as the way it is now. Now the guys are doing like hectic weight cuts, and personally I don't think it's healthy for the guys. But you know, the technicality of the sport has just grown so much. You know, from the stand-up to the clinch work to the groundwork, it's just so immense.
And coaching, obviously you said coaching, you just kind of fell into coaching. How's your coaching style and obviously your journey evolved since then as well?
No, look, it's evolved a lot. You know, we started off in a little, you know, taking over that space where the coach wasn't doing it out of a single garage into a double garage, then working into a decent sized gym, and then, you know, we are in this space now, in a really nice space. We're looking at evolving. We've just also grown so much as a gym, but as a coach, you know, I'm pretty hard on my guys. I make sure their fitness is on par. If they're not fit, I don't want to put them into fights. You know, I make sure that their fitness and that they're healthy and strong, and that their technicality is on par with what the rest of the fight group is, you know.
And then obviously Valhalla itself, very much a Viking feel from the very famous walkout song that I definitely enjoy every time your guys fight, to the logos. Where does that come from? Where does that link come from?
Yeah, that's a lot of my family is Danish. That's the Nielsen family, and that's kind of where I've pulled it from. Is just using that culture that I've already been immersed in and bringing it into here. And a lot of the guys that have joined are kind of like falling in with it as well. You know, we're not big religious people, but, you know, just the way of thinking and the lifestyle a lot of people have taken to.
And then obviously the gym's now developed as well. You've also, you know, got the Gracie link quite recently as well. How's that changed the gym? What was the push for that from your side?
You know, I've always been into the grappling and the no grappling and the wrestling and that. So that seemed like the next logical step is getting into the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and, you know, opening more doors for the gym as well. Myself and my partner Shane van Zyl also, we sat and we banged it out, and we were on off with the whole thing. And eventually we thought, you know what, let's just give it a go, and it's been working so great for us. We like being part of the Gracie Bar group is amazing. You know, the stuff that we get from the guys, the technical instruction from the guys, having good relationships with the other Gracie bars, well worth it.
And then just give us a bit of background on the gym itself. What does it offer? What kind of classes do you do? Is it, you know, strictly for fighters, kids, ladies? What do you offer?
We've got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for adults and kids through Gracie Barra. We've got no-gi grappling for adults and kids. We've got a little Vikings MMA class for the kids as well, which is MMA sport. You know, we don't condone fighting, but it's just for the kids to kind of learn self-defense kind of thing. And then we've got MMA for adults and kids as well. And our MMA group, the guys do really well. Our grappling group does really well. Our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu does really well. So the guys are going out there and they're winning, you know. So, and that's what we need.
And talking about winning, you've obviously got a couple of guys in the gym that are doing quite well recently in the grappling and in the MMA space. Give us a bit of the highlights from the guys that are currently training out of here.
We've got one of our young female sensations, Kiara Fegan. She's 16 and she's doing really well, getting gold at a lot of the places, at Arnold Classic, at the SABJJs, even in the adult division. We've got Julio Plaikes as well. He's a current GFC champion, current EWC champion in the flyweight and bantamweight divisions, and now on the 30th of June he's fighting for the Fight Star Flyweight Championship. So very positive for that. He's a strong kid, and I know he's going to do well.
And if guys want to get hold of you, where can they find you, social media and all those kind of things?
We've got, we all over Facebook, Valhalla MMA SA. Same handle on Twitter, same handle on Instagram. We've also got our Gracie Baha on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We've got Facebook internet pages, Valhalla MMA SA.co.za, Gracie Baha Alberton.co.za as well.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you're in the Alberton area or anywhere close, get down to Valhalla MMA. Come have a session here with Coach Shane. You never know what you can learn down here. It's a great gym.